Hi, so how are you, Peyton?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You have been a busy man lately. You are working on
Yeah,
so many new projects.
yeah. Been doing a lot, trying to keep busy.
Yeah, yeah. So, American Refugee, that movie is intense.
Yeah, from what I can remember from those years ago, American Refugee it was a lot going on in that. It kind of like it was my first like film where I had to really kind of go deep in emotion, so that was really cool to be a part of that.
All right. And so, you just made your first horror movie. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Woman in the Yard, the trailers are creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, the trailers are very, very like very scary and it definitely sets the right mood. It'll make you want to watch it. So.
All right. So tell us a little bit for those of our readers who may not know the story. Tell us just a little bit about
The Woman in the Yard.
it.
Okay. So The Woman in the Yard is well, obviously about this woman who appears in his family's yard who is apparently going through a loss. Mainly Ramona, who is the main protagonist of the entire movie. And it's about her, finding her strength and kind of fighting with herself and like the rest of the trailer kind of speaks for itself, but that's kind of the main plot line of the story.
Right, right. So what's it like to be a young actor in a role like that?
It was kind of challenging because in a role like this, you got to make sure that you're not like trying to um portray it in a way that can be like, oh, he's not really, going through this. But, I feel like I did it pretty well. So in a way where when people watch it, and I don't want to give out any spoilers or anything, even though the movie already came out, I don't want to like say too much. But, um, you know, for what my character is going through and what the family that my character has is going through, I had to make sure that portraying that came across real and grounded so that people could connect to what was going on if they really paid attention.
Right, right. And I definitely think people will because it's got such a sad story at the heart of it. But, it's something about, finding your inner strength and you become kind of the new man of the family, the head of the household.
Hmm. Yeah, and the story, because obviously, the loss of my character's father, I had to kind of step up as, the head of the house in a way, kind of, because, my mom's not really, or my character's mom isn't really doing a lot, because, as of what happens in the movie and what she's going through, she doesn't really do a lot. So I'm having to take care of my sister and myself and a house and having to do all of that while trying to, keep everyone else happy and keep myself happy and keep myself from crashing out and stuff like that. But yeah.
What was it like on set interacting with the woman?
Hmm. It was actually a lot less eerie than you would think it is. Like, because the woman who was played by Oakley, uh, she was actually really, really nice in person. So like going into those scenes where, I had to be scared was purely just acting. And because, it was like she was just so nice, and she was funny too. But when it came on to time to focus and lock in, it was scary, especially in those scenes in the attic. The attic scenes were pretty creepy as well. Even though a lot of times, fun fact, we didn't film a lot of those scenes with the actual woman. A lot of those scenes we were just filming it with just me, the mom, and the sister, and the woman parts came separately, and then they just kind of spliced it together and made it look like she was there the entire time.
Right, right. Because the actress who plays your younger sister is real young, and I imagine they didn't want to scare her or freak her out.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite part of filming it?
Hmm. My favorite part. I liked. I liked when I got thrown across the room. That was a great part for me. I don't know. I like it. I like that. It was really it was funny to watch too. Like you ever watch yourself get thrown? That's just the best. But I also I liked the scene in the yard as well when I confronted the woman. And I also like the scene in the garage area where I tried to turn the car on. That scene was pretty cool. It's like a really cool, kind of mini scare there. So, that was a pretty cool scene.
What was the most challenging thing about making the film?
Most challenging thing? Hmm, I would say for me at that time, the most challenging part was maintaining a certain amount of fear while not making it, too fearful so that I still gave the audience time to, or gave them room to breathe with us and to kind of live in that room with us. So it really so that we kind of captured them a little bit more.
That's
But
great.
yeah, Miss Danielle really helped me with doing that and pulling it off successfully. So that was cool.
Good. That's awesome. So, what did you learn from the film or making of the film that you will carry with you?
Mm, trying to think without giving too much information away. I'm sorry. Something that
Don't
I learned.
apologize.
Mhm. Something that I learned I will take away. I think, well, what I just said about the whole, intense scene, but also like there was another scene with me and the mom where we were like arguing and stuff like that. That scene, keep watching it over and over and over. Well, I kept watching it over and over and over again, because as actors, we always have to go back and kind of see what we did so we can see what we did better. But I learned a lot from that scene because I learned more about how to get lost in anger, kind of in a way. And I feel like the next time something like that comes across, I will be able to kind of perfect it even more.
So, what did your real family um think when they saw the film, or have they seen it yet?
Well, some of my family has, some of my family hasn't, but the ones that have, they, well, a lot of them were very upset with me because I was up there saying bad words in the film, and like, they were like, Peyton, what in the world? Since when do you say those words? And then, but for the most part, they were pretty happy, and they said that they were really impressed, and they were um kind of sad by the ending, of course. And the ending has a lot of people talking because they don't really know exactly what happened. But overall, they're really happy with it, and they're really proud of me. So that's always cool.
Well, I'm sure they are. Um, but what would you hope that people your age would take from it when they see it? What would they learn?
Hmm. Well, hmm.
I know, hard question.
Well, yeah. No, I'm trying to. Yeah. I'll say this: like, don't let one moment kind of dictate the outcome of how you kind of make out the rest of what.
Okay, so now tell me about this the animation you're doing.
Well, I'm doing an animation. It's a kid show. Uh, Currently in the writing and designing phase of it currently. Um, don't want to say too much because I kind of want to leave it open for people to go out and watch it for themselves once it gets finished. But yeah, it's really cool.